Hello and welcome to episode 4 of the Allotment Diaries. I hope you are doing well. This week marks the 4-week period of actually getting the plot. I can't believe how quickly the past 4 weeks have gone. It's just flown by. So this week's vlog is kind of a reflection of what we've done over the past 4 weeks and looking towards the future plans we have for the plot and the shed as well, of course. The shed! One day I'll stop talking about it, but for now I won't. So yeah, I've come up today. It is Monday and it's incredibly windy outside. The weather has gone very autumnal and we've got these really heavy showers and quite blustery winds. But I suppose I should be thankful for the fact that, you know, we don't have a Category 5 hurricane like America does at the moment. So I'm the only person on the allotment today. Whether I'm stupid or clever, I don't know. But I can get a few things done today, so I'm just gonna put some little bird food things up in the trees for the robins and the birds, because I had to take down the bird feeders and the bird houses that were on the side of the shed to get it ready for painting, so I kind of feel like I need to replace them, so I'm going to do that. And I'm going to continue just stripping the paint off the side of the shed where I took the trellis off last week, so I can at least get it prepped and primed, hopefully for the end of the week, where, oh wow, that's the door. Get the outside of the shed prepped and primed for the weekend, because apparently it's meant to be relatively dry and sunny, so I can hopefully crack on with painting the outside of the shed this weekend whilst the weather is relatively good, before any more bad weather kind of sets in. So yeah, let's go and feed the birds. So I've hung one on this branch and I've put one down on this one. Hopefully I've put them in a decent spot so I can actually get some footage of the birds feeding. Sebastian the Robin has become a little bit more tame as the week has gone on, so I'm hoping with some fresh food and some tasty treats that he might come down and give me a bit of a show. But yeah, I'm hoping these don't blow away, so fingers crossed. So it's a bit too windy for me to carry on filming today. I'm just going to do a little bit of sweeping in the shed, and I think I'm going to leave stripping the paint on the side of the shed because it's really windy, and I'm pretty sure the paint will probably go in my eyes and I don't really want that. So unfortunately today is a slightly short visit to the plot. I can kind of see now why there's nobody up here, but you know, you learn as you go. So hopefully I think I'm going to come up tomorrow afternoon. Tuesday is meant to be a lot better than today. I think the winds will have died down and I don't think it's going to be as rainy, so I'm going to come up and kind of carry on with the stuff that I was going to do today, but do it tomorrow. So I will see you on Tuesday. Hello, so it's Tuesday today and I've come back up to the plot. The wind has eased off slightly. It's still quite breezy, but it's dry at least this afternoon, so I've taken the opportunity to come up and just do the things that I was going to do yesterday. So I'm going to take some more of the paint off the front side of the shed and move some of the tarpaulin as well from the soil, because it's not very well secured. So I think if these winds are going to continue, I need to kind of take them and put them somewhere safe so they don't blow away. So yeah, let's get cracking on this paint. Okay, so it may not look like I've done a lot, but I have managed to get most of the main surface areas of peeling paint off. There's still a few little bits down on the bottom that I need to do, but Most of it is kind of off now. I'm going to go over again with this scrapey thing in a minute, but I mean, it's okay. I mean, I don't think I'm going to get it to a pristine finish because it's a really weathered shed. So I think I'm going to have to go for the shabby chic look, which isn't a bad thing. But I think at this point any kind of paint coverage and sprucing up is going to be better than nothing. So yeah, just going to take a quick little break and then carry on. I was just looking at the fig tree, and it seems that it has, in the wind, it's snapped right in the back there. I don't know if you can see, just trying to get in. I wondered why it was drooping so much, but upon closer inspection, the main trunk has snapped away. So I'm not quite sure what to do with this now, because obviously the winds are meant to get worse overnight. This storm Eileen is due to come in, and I'm not sure it's going to survive the night, so I'm going to keep an eye on that. But it's a shame because it's such a lovely tree. So I think I might have to speak to the site manager and see what he has to say about it. But yeah, there's just trying to get in the back of the trunk, so that's worrying. So I've just been sat here taking a break, and Sebastian has come back. I brought my big DSLR up, and I've just taken some amazing pictures of Sebastian. He was looking right in the camera as well. I'll insert a couple of pictures after this section, but I just went and raked over the soil in the hopes that he would come down, and he did. So he's getting really tame, and he's kind of sat in the branches, and he's sort of coming out, but every so often he'll just kind of stare at me. So I think he's trying to size me up a bit, but I'm hoping that he'll become more tame as he gets used to me, and as I get used to him as well. It's more his natural habitat than mine. So yeah, it's been a nice little break actually, so I'm hoping he might come down again. And I'm really pleased actually. I bought those little coconut feeders. They seem to be eating them and enjoying the treats, so I'm going to sit here and see if I can capture more of Sebastian in his superb modelling skills. So I'm going to end the vlog here today. The weather is closing in again, unfortunately, and there's heavy rain forecast from about 5 o'clock. So I'm going to put my tools away. I've managed to do most of the side of the shed and got rid of as much flaky paint as possible. For today at least. It's still incredibly windy and the paint keeps going in my face, so probably a bad idea. But I've nearly finished, so I'm happy with the slight bit of progress that I've made today. And also the photo shoot I've had with Sebastian. So I hope you enjoyed the pictures and the footage. Hopefully there will be much more of that to come. So yeah, I'm going to leave it here for today, and I will be back up on Thursday, so see you then. So I ordered some replacement windows for the shed, as I talked about in the last vlog, and they've come. But so this is obviously not window sized. I have no idea how I got the measurements wrong, but that is clearly wrong. This one, I don't know if you can see it very well, is I don't know if that's the right size. I think it isn't. I think it's the right width, but I think the length is not correct. This one as well, I think it's the right width, but again the length isn't great. And this one is the only one that did actually come in the right size. This is the big one by the shed door. So yeah, that didn't turn out how I wanted it to. How on earth did what did I put in to get that? Oh god. So yeah, I'm gonna have to contact the people and see if I can get a refund and try again. Oh no. Hello, so it's Friday now. I didn't come up yesterday. My parents arrived a little bit later than planned, so I met them for a cup of coffee and a catch up yesterday afternoon. But I've been up to B&Q and Home Base today, this morning, to get some of the paint for the outside of the shed. So I've got, I'll do a little run through of the things that I've bought in a minute, but today is just carrying on taking a few more bits of flaky paint off the side of the shed, taking some of the tarpaulin off the soil and just tidying up the corner by the apple tree, just to make that a little bit more presentable. And then I'm gonna put some food out and see if I can capture Sebastian again today. So there's a fair bit to be getting on with, so let's get going. Just when you think it's going to be a sunny afternoon, the British weather decides that it's going to rain. So I'm just hiding in the shed for now. It's hampering my efforts somewhat, but it's not too bad. I've taken out taken off the tarpaulin that was on the bottom bit of the plot there, so I've given that a little bit of daylight. There were plenty of wood lice and other creepy crawlies around, so I don't think they're too happy with their house being disturbed, but yeah, so I'm just having to wait a little bit now until the rain stops. So, rain has stopped play again. I'm not sure, it's looking quite grey over that way. I'm not sure if it's kind of set in for the afternoon. I'm going to give it 10-15 minutes. If it doesn't ease off, then I'm going to have to abandon today's plans and come back tomorrow morning. Please go away, rain. Please. So whilst I'm kind of stuck in the shed waiting for this rain to ease off, I think I'm probably gonna head home after filming this section, because I think the rain is kind of in for the afternoon now. But I just wanted to show you what I'd got from B&Q. So I picked up 2 little pots of these Ronseal garden paints in Daisy White to put on the window frames, and I got 2 of the Silver Cops shed paint. They, for some reason, B&Q said they had like the big 9-litre tub of the silver birch that I wanted, but they didn't have it. Home Base didn't have it either, even though both their websites kind of said they did, and nobody seemed to know where they were. So I've gone for this Silver Cops now, which is slightly darker, but I kind of wanted a darkish grey, so I'm happy with that. So fingers crossed, hopefully on the weekend on Sunday it's meant to be a lot nicer weather, so I'm going to try and get the front of this shed painted ASAP next week, because it's meant to be relatively dry and stable weather, and just try and get this done before the heavier rains kind of set in. So yeah, that's my little mini haul from B&Q. So Sebastian has just been back. He was on top of that coconut feeder there, and I was taking some pictures with my DSLR, and I'm pretty sure he knows I'm taking pictures of him, because he kind of stops and turns and gives me this little sort of model pose, and he's like, you got all you need now? And then he flies away. It's the sweetest thing. It's very, very strange, but yeah, he obviously knew that whilst I was waiting for the rain to ease off, I needed to occupy myself, and he came to my rescue, which is really good. So I think I'm going to have to end the vlog here today. Sorry it's been another short one, but the weather is not playing ball today. It wasn't meant to rain heavily. until about 5-6 o'clock, and I would have left by then. So I think I'm going to have to abandon play for today, but I'm going to try and come up tomorrow morning and if the weather's dry, carry on doing what I was going to do today. So hopefully see you tomorrow. Good afternoon. It's finally a dry day, so I've come up this afternoon to just carry on with the little bits that I was doing last week before the rain kind of hampered my efforts. I'm going to do some more weeding at the top of the plot just to kind of get that ready for planting some of the spring bulbs over the next couple of weeks. And I think I might be putting the window in. I don't know yet. I need to see. My boyfriend's coming up at some point this afternoon, so I'm going to see if we're able to do that, but if not, that'll be done at some point next week. I'm hoping Sebastian will be around again as well. Hopefully I can get some more pictures of him and the little blue tit that I saw as well. Hopefully he can introduce himself. So yeah, let's get cracking. Sebastian is eating some of the dried mealworm from the bag that I brought up earlier on, and he's currently in the tree at the moment. I've been trying to film him over where the soil is, but he's I think he's got wise to that now. But yeah, he's been coming back and forth, and he's been quite tame today. He came on top of the wheelbarrow earlier, so he's starting to get used to me. I'm just hoping he might come a little bit closer, but there's plenty of food on offer for all the birds. There's been the robin, a blue tit, and a couple of other birds which I don't know the names of yet, but I'm gonna find out who they are. But yeah, they're really enjoying the food at the moment. So I haven't really filmed much this afternoon. My boyfriend's parents came up to have a look at the plot, and they didn't really want to be filmed, so I didn't really want to film them. So I've kind of worked my way across this part of the soil to get some more weeds up, and we've gone down there as well and started to pick up the looser weeds. And we've gone over the soil a bit down here as well. So next week, tomorrow Monday, I'm going to come back up because the weather's meant to be really nice, so I'm going to kind of make a start on painting the shed and tidying that up, and my boyfriend is going to start uncovering this plastic and removing the stones and sort of looking to see what the state of the soil is underneath here. So we've got plenty to be getting on with next week. The weather's meant to be fine and dry, so I think we're going to make the most of it before any bad weather comes back again. Oh, hello Sebastian. He went away. To be honest, I've kind of spent a lot of this afternoon taking pictures of all the different birds that have that have been on the plot today. Sebastian's obviously been back. There's been a blue tit and a couple of other birds who I don't know the species of, but I will certainly find out. I'll put in a couple of pictures at the end of this as well. So there's more Sebastian to come. Hopefully you'll fall in love with him as much as I have. So yeah, I've kind of been chilling out a bit this afternoon and watching the birds and doing a little bit of weeding. Which is fine actually. Sometimes it's nice to kind of just sit and watch the world and kind of appreciate nature for what it is. And yeah, I think it's been a nice afternoon. Okay, so that's it for this week. Sorry it's been a bit of a kind of jaggedy weekly vlog. The weather obviously wasn't playing ball for most of the week, but the upcoming week is meant to be quite fine and dry, so I think we're both going to make the most of that, and like I said, get on with the shed, get on with sorting the soil out on the rest of the plot that's under the plastic. So thank you for joining me this week. If you like the video, then please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and hopefully I will see you next week for episode 5. Bye!